G'day, this is Simon and James. Welcome back to South OC Cars and Coffee. It is the weekend after the 4th of July, which typically is a slower weekend, but not so much. It's not as crazy as it was last weekend, but we still got a crazy turnout and some of the coolest cars that we've ever had at the show. What have you seen, mate?
I think it's a Ferrari day here today. We have 4 F8 Tributos, maybe more. We have a ton of 488s, 458s, pretty much every Ferrari you could imagine. We have a beautiful pink Diablo back again. Just so many insane exotics, and then also a crazy muscle car.
Yeah, that one I'm going to introduce because that's a me sort of a car. 69 Camaro running a 590, I think you said, cubic inch dart block with a 1471 blower on it. This thing is so pro stock, it is so tough. And also we've got a hot rod that pulled in that I think has got a blower on that as well, sounding super cool. Hey, don't forget, if you're coming to South OC Cars and Coffee, please remember no speeding, no revving, no burnouts. That includes on the streets of San Clemente and getting on and off the freeway. All right, mate, let's go for a walk and check some stuff out.
Let's do it. The beautiful pink Diablo GT has made a reappearance this morning. I absolutely love this car, and it has come back with a beautiful set of classic HREs. What an awesome little time capsule this car is.
One of my favorite lineup of cars, this one, first of all, this belongs to Ed, who also brings the F40s, the beautiful 458 Speciale. Then my next group of friends, look down here, there are so many F8 Tributos down through here, absolutely over the top, and then we get down finally down the end here, last of them. But just great to see this lineup of Ferraris through here.
Here we have kind of an interestingly spec'd C8 Z06. You can see it's a really nice flat white paint on the outside with a peanut butter kind of caramel interior, and then bronze wheels. It's just really, really interesting, but I think that it works super well. I do like as well that it's kind of like a touring spec, so it doesn't have that wing on the back. Very, very cool. I bet this thing's a blast to drive. Here are 2 cars that deserve a hell of a lot of love. Here we have a 997 GT2 and then the GT3 RS. Beautiful cars. You can see this has those awesome bucket seats. Of course, this is a 6-speed manual as well. Wow, these cars are insane. They don't make them like these anymore.
What a super clean little Porsche this thing is. What beautiful color, and just little details like look at this little red tip on the antenna there. This car is wonderful. Got the beautiful driving lights there on the front. Wonderful looking interior. It's just so clean. Beautiful leather seats, wood rim steering wheel. This is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful little car. Just beautifully, obviously restored, just beautifully done. Wonderful looking car. We have DDE. How are you, brother? Good to see you. You well?
I'm tired.
You told the car's looking.
Bad now, you know.
Yeah, I know. It was your birthday. You're a spring chicken. I'm the old guy.
All mindset.
No, mate, it's good to see you.
You're drowning without me.
What's happening, Chris? Good to see you, brother. You good? Good to see you, man.
Here we have twin 765 LTs, and this one caught my eye. You can see it has that factory roof scoop that actually drives air down into the intakes. You can see it actually goes through the rear glass. It is absolutely mental. This has so many options on it. You can see a beautiful metallic silver finish with the two-tone stripe up the middle. And then it has those center seats as well with the burnt orange accents. Very, very nice.
You got bad things on your mind. Keep walking. Spit your words on someone.
So this is an interesting Aventador. It's an SVJ Imposter. You can see it has the SVJ front end, but then no wing on it. So I think it might be just like an LP700 or an Aventador S or something like that. But the conversion's actually done pretty well. You can see coming around the back, it doesn't have the center exit exhaust, but it actually looks pretty sweet.
Well, come as a bitch, get ready for this. Get ready for this. You know that I ain't coming back. I'm sorry. Read my lips, you do not like that. You're drowning without me. Take it all back, but if you want my sympathy, honey, well, come as a bitch, get ready for this. Get ready for this.
I've said this many times, if you've got a club and you want to bring it to Southeast Sea Cars and Coffee, please do what these T-Bird owners did. Reach out to us in advance so we can bring you in at the same time. This first one here belongs to a friend of mine, Ty. This is such a beautiful car. This was his father's car. You look at the shine on this thing. The guys at Next Level Auto Protection actually did a full PPF on this car, and it is just absolutely beautiful, this car, on every angle. I really love that. But you know, not to be outdone, there is a whole lot of amazing cars down through here as well.
I love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the...
This thing pulled in, absolutely stopped the crowd. One of the toughest sounding cars we've ever had here. This is a 590 cubic inch Dart big block running a 1471 blower, twin Dominator carbs up there, amazing fuel system, nitrous oxide. This thing is absolutely incredible. Turbo 400 transmission, massive tyres on bead locks in the back. This is a true pro stock looking car. I absolutely love this thing. Want to make this car of the week, so make sure to check out that video. Great to have Dave from DDE here today, as well as Skinny. Always good to have those guys here. They've just Dave's just got back from the Gumball Rally in the UK. Always great to see those guys. Great to see their cars as well. They always draw a big crowd. I'm standing with Dave from DDE, mate. Good to see you.
What's up? Thanks for having me.
So what have you guys been up to? There's a whole lot of stuff been going on at Camp DDE lately.
Yeah, so we've expanded the brand. We are a business, and businesses have to grow or they slow and die. So we have a fab shop, we have a fabricator, Mike, Essa, FD Champion, we have a mechanic, Tim, we have a whole shop full of fab gear, mechanics gear. We're broke, we spent all our money, it's all gone. So I would appreciate you guys watching the videos because we're building some crazy stuff. The F12 is going full race car, like, to the point now where the next video comes out, like it's bare chassis. It's actually a leased car, which is hilarious.
Is that what are you putting a gated shifter or manual shifter in that, or is it?
No, that would be sequential.
That's sequential, gotcha.
My 599 recently from EAG, they came up, they flew up from Texas, they manual converted it.
That's what I'm thinking of.
They did it in one day, and it is such an experience.
Yeah, see, the cars like that, to be able to shift a car with a manual, people have forgotten what that's like. That experience.
The best part is that whenever you feel like it, you can pop the clutch, spin the back tires, just quickly.
Yep.
Just a little bit here and there. It's made me a bad person. Because now I'm like, temptation. When I was younger, I had, obviously it was all manual, Integras and Hondas and all that, but they were slow in front wheel drive. Now I have 652 horsepower, Schumann V12, straight pipes with a clutch.
Yep.
It's really fun.
You want to try it with 1,020 horsepower and 900 foot-pounds with a clutch. It's...
I'm not brave enough for that, man.
No, me either. I don't know why I did that. You know, that point where you get to when you went, why did we go that far? Let's talk about the rally. So, just happened over in Europe.
Yep.
What was that all like?
So we did Gumball 3000 European tour, started in Scotland, ended in Montenegro. We did 13 countries in 6 days, 3,000 miles.
Far out.
It is such an adventure. And the thing behind Gumball is it's not a luxury vacation.
Yep.
It is a challenge.
Yep.
Our car broke every single day. There's a whole series on our YouTube channel and a playlist if you want to check it out at DD.
I'll put the link below.
The next one is Cairo to Singapore.
That's insane.
So we're going to start at the pyramids in Egypt.
And I was watching one of them, like, you don't think even the logistics side of things, like, you're traveling all this time, you want to change the clothes, you've got a duffel bag that you can pretty much,
so
whatever
Gumball,
you can take with you.
There's no luggage truck, there's no support vehicles, you're on your own, there's no route cards. You get your address and they say figure out how to get there. And that's the thing, it's an adventure. So we had the SVJ, Dave and I each had one duffel for 19 days. I was in Europe, and one duffel. So the trick is on rallies is you buy underwear, right? We all wear underwear, but every day you throw it in the garbage. It's a bit wasteful and I apologize. We'll buy some carbon credits to offset it. But that way you don't have dirty laundry in your bag. And you build up some room and you beg for free clothes from people. So my game's always, hey, who's got a shirt on them? They get free shirts.
Yeah, see, that's smart. So what you should be doing is you should be just throwing the underwear out of the car and putting the other drivers on.
If I was Axl Rose in the 80s, that might work, but today I think that'd be a problem.
Yeah, it would be. It may not be popular. Yeah, that was really good. And you guys are going to do it next year. Looking obviously for sponsors to try and get back there. because it's not a cheap event to go in either.
So the next one's 105,000 entry fee. You need insurance and transport. Insurance and transport is probably 50, so about 155,000 plus your flight. So call it 175 grand to do the event.
And getting the car over there is not easy either.
Well, yeah, I mean, getting it to Egypt's gonna be a whole other adventure.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have to build a car for that. We're not sure what car we're bringing, but we're gonna have to do some modifications to the car to make it survive those parts of the world.
Yeah, I can imagine like one of the 6x Lamborghini, but 6 wheels on it, like they're like in that part of the world.
It is, it's going to be an absolute shit show.
Yeah, it will be. We can't wait to see it. Mate, thanks for coming. Always good to have you here. Absolute pleasure. Don't forget to check out their channel and buy their merch and all that sort of stuff. They need money and watch lots of the videos because they get paid.
Gold Lamborghinis.
Yeah, that right there.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit.
This is the new Hummer, and as the name would suggest, it is an EV. Very different from the Tesla Cybertruck, which the design, let's just face it, is rather polarizing. This is pretty cool. Look at the full LCD dash that's there. It's actually really nice interior in this thing. It's a big size as well, plenty of room in the back there. This is really cool. I was talking to the guys that brought it, and apparently it's a great thing to drive. It feels like a truck still. It's got a good presence and feel to it. So always great to see new vehicles at the show. Several really nice cars sitting next to each other. This 32, beautiful color. This sort of steely gray, little bit of a green tinge to it. Really nice looking wheels. Can't see what they are. They look like American racing wheels, but just a very simplistic design on the interior. Same with the back. It's just one of those classic hot rods. For me, the 32 really typifies that. Love the tires on it as well. Just make it look really original. Great looking car next to it. Nice looking 55 F100. Blowing hot rod over here, and then of course over here it looks like a 1933 I think, or 34. So there's so many good cars just all in a row through here. Always great to see. And then down here, same Packard, next to a Corvette, next to another Packard Woody. Just great row of cars. Super clean looking C10 over here. Check this thing out. Really, really nice. LS obviously. Poly EFI high-rise manifold on it. Chubbed. Really, really nice looking truck. And have a look at this back, the exhaust coming out through here. Really, really clean. Great looking truck on every angle. Okay, from one super cool truck to two more. As I say all the time, I am a fan of Land Cruisers. I learned to drive in one. We had a couple of them on our farm back in Australia. So for me, happy place. These two are super tough. There's all the original instrumentation's been changed. Big lift on it. I'm guessing it probably doesn't have the original inline six that these things came out with. Next to another one, this thing looks amazing as well. These things are pulling big bucks these days. They look good. And I don't know, maybe it's because I learned to drive in these things. Is it just me, or do these look a lot more capable than a Wrangler? I'm just saying. Yeah, I bet you. I bet you don't, you know, the difference between this and a Wrangler is when you take this off-road, this doesn't go home on a trailer. So, great looking truck. This one's for sale. So, if you want to buy a great looking Land Cruiser, come back to the show and check it out. This is cool. Really, really good. I'd love it, but my wife would kill me. Again.
We like all the same tracks, listen all night in the sheets all black. Said I'm falling fast, don't remember life before you, that's fact. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
Check this thing out, I just saw this. Look under the hood. It's got a Honda engine here. I just said this is like Mr. Bean on speed. This is incredible. This is an early Mini as well. You can tell because see, it's got the sliding windows on the side. So roughly mid-60s, I'm guessing at least anyway. Just a little Austin 850. So that was the original. You had Morris, you had Austin, you had all these different companies basically selling the Mini. As I said, the early one, you can tell by that split window, but under the hood, this thing would have twice the horsepower of what I would have had it originally. It's actually been really neatly done as well. All the firewall's been painted nicely, and it looks like it belongs in there as well. And the other really interesting thing, so on the original Mini, the radiator is over on this side and it vents through the side. Have a look what they've done. They've actually engineered a curved radiator over this side to be able to get that in. So there's a ton of engineering has gone into this thing. Somebody's put a lot of time and effort into it, and clearly it would get up and go as well. Not that the original Cooper S were a slouch. Back in the day, the Cooper S, people really today look back at them and go, they weren't that quick. They were winning touring car races because they would go around corners so quickly. They weren't the straightest thing on the straights, but around the corners, nothing could keep up with them. These things just handled so well. The original ones had what was called hydroelastic suspension, so they would actually have fluid running through tubes through underneath of it. How do I know all this? The first car I ever owned was a Mini, and I only got it because my dad owned a farm and a guy that owned the local pizza shop swapped 4 sheep for it, believe it or not. So I spent a lot of time working on these things, and it wasn't really a me car, but you know, it was something to tear around on the farm. It was a bit of fun, but still a classic, great little car, and somebody's done a great job engineering this. So here comes car of the week. I don't normally show you the way we're staging it, but I want you guys to hear this. It is super tough driving towards it here. Right there. Have a listen to that.
That is it for a post 4th of July South OC Cars and Coffee. It was a fantastic turnout today. A little gray, but that's all right. I want to say a huge thank you to all the sponsors for helping us put on this event. We have the Bracketeer, Wear Marketing, McGuire's, Polestar, the PDM brands, Next Level Auto Protection, Vetstein Law, Happy Jewelers, and Carbontastic as well. And then I want to say a huge thank you to all of the volunteers for coming out each and every week and helping us put on this event. We could not do it without you guys. If you want to become a volunteer, hit us up on Instagram at South OC Cars and Coffee Merch. So we handle all the volunteer rostering, and then while you're over there, check out some of the new t-shirt designs that we have. We have new designs coming out almost each and every week. Hats, t-shirts, hoodies, everything that you guys could possibly want. Remember, if you are a volunteer, you get to bring your car in before 8:30, and then Ruby's Diner does also provide a free coffee and donut for everyone helping us out.
Absolutely. Big thank you to Ruby's for doing that, and also feeding the masses while they're there. We could not do that without them. And a big thank you to the outlets at San Clemente for allowing us to be here. Remember, if you want to do any shopping, come to the outlets, tell them South OC Cars and Coffee sent you. Thank you to the City of San Clemente for their support, and thank you to you for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. We'll see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.
Thank you, guys.